Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases from Forge World and Games Workshop. Let's go straight on there to the Warhammer community website, which is right here. If we just do a little refresh of the page, something came up today, which is the pre-order today, Imperial Fists and Salamanders and more. But let's go back in time from a week ago, from the 12th of October. We'll just quickly go back here, about here. So yeah, you could order your 2020 calendar, new from Black Library, shows all the artwork on a lot of their novels. I'm not sure if you can still get them. We'll have a look at the web store in a moment. But anyway, on the same day, you could pre-order the first of the Psychic Awakening products. I say first, there's the book, which I've purchased. There's a first look on the channel right now, and also Blood of the Phoenix. I'm a big fan of Eldar. I've never had any Dark Eldar, so for me, Jane Czar and the Howling Banshees, that was enough to sway me to get that. And the unboxing and first look of that box set is also on the channel. Coming soon, so the day after on the Sunday, they always, well, so far, they've been very reliable in terms of on the Sunday putting up what's going to be available to pre-order the next week. And of course last Sunday they put up that this Saturday up for pre-order were the supplements for both Imperial Fists and Salamanders, both the standard editions and the collector's editions, and the e-publications, the cards, the upgrade and transfers, and also the new special characters, as well as the Impulsor and the Infiltrators and Incursors. It's one box set and you can build either or maybe 5 of each. Why not that? So they put that on there on the Sunday. They had a little article about Colours of Treachery, Act on Impulse. Nice article there about the Impulsor. It is £45 though, guys. So yeah, they've gone from Rhinos at £20 to, this thing at 45, which is very pricey. It's the same price as the Adeptus Mechanicus transport. I'm quite shocked. I would have expected sort of £30 or so, but this is where they're going. Then you've got Psychic Awakening, The Gift of Hope, little story there. Rumour Engine, you've got a Princeps Pointers, Warhound, Titan. That was a good article in terms of Adeptus Titanicus. The Vanguard of Victory, a fun little article talking about the Infiltrators and the Incursors. Then there's Community Craft Worlds, Cabals, Cults and Covens. Reader's Choice Result for Black Library. Space Marines preview the Imperial Fists, and also Regimental Standard Befriend a Space Marine. There was also a preview for Sons of Vulcan. Tactica Vanguard Kill Teams. Friends Glory prizes and a new season of organised play. And then Titanic Terrain. This was up for pre-order I say yesterday, but this was up for pre-order on Friday. Some nice bits of scenery for Adeptus Titanicus. I'm still waiting for my train. Love a little train that went around the battlefield. That would be so cool. Painting advice, the front line of fear. This was a fun article. If you wanted to build up a purely Phobos armor equipped army, if you're really into that kind of thing, it's pretty cool though. You've even got your Phobos librarian there, Primaris librarian. Warhammer Age of Sigmar. What is the Tithe? Horror Returns pre-order, and then pre-order today, which we're going to get onto in a moment, which is the Salamanders and the Impulsor, the Imperial Fists and the Incursors, Infiltrators. So a nice article there covering in depth what's up for pre-order today. But hey, that's why we're all here. That's what I'm going to go through in a moment. So let's jump on over to Forge World. This is the Adeptus Titanicus new scenery. If we click on new, and here it is. Obviously you had Hobbits last week, but you've got the Adeptus Titanicus silos, £12. Looks like you get 2 there. Basically £6 each. Then you've got Turbine, Crate and Barricades. They look pretty cool, £12. You've got the Manufactorum for £12. That's a lovely little building. And then you've got power generators, and then you've got the detail collection. So £48 gets you all these resin pieces of scenery, and if you've got a Adeptus Titanicus battlefield already, or some of those like Roma battle type boards that you can get from Forge World, then that's gonna add to your battlefield and your play. Pretty cool. So I really like this collection, and I hope they do more scenery for Adeptus Titanicus, but I'm talking like massive, lavish kind of Gothic buildings. I mean, I know we've got the Civitas stuff, but still, I would like to see more statues and all kinds of things for that game system. Okay then, let's jump on to the meat of the whole video, which is what's going on with Games Workshop web store right now. So they've got the advert here straight away for Imperial Fists, and if we just shunt to the right, you've then got the Salamanders. Shunt to the right again, you've got the Space Marine Primaris reinforcements in the form of the Repulsor and the Incursors. So we'll click on that new and exclusive tab. We'll click on pre-orders, and 31, so a fair few to get through. We'll go through them all, go high to low, and straight away you've got Blood of the Phoenix. Those were up for pre-order last week, so we won't go through them. But here we go. I never thought I'd be saying this, but you've got one plastic miniature, cards, and a book for £75. I never thought I'd be saying that, but yeah, almost £100 for a mini, cards, and a book. Interesting times we live in. But this is, of course, the collector's edition of the Salamanders book, and that model is absolutely fantastic. Then you've got the Sons of Dawn collection. That model again, I am a fan, but with both of these models I would have preferred helmeted versions, even just an option, so that I could get rid of the Imperial Fist iconography and just have him as a normal cool looking aggressor, maybe, I don't know, something like that. But still, you've got the collector's edition here for the Imperial Fist and the cards and the model for the £75. Then you've just got the essentials, so £22.50 less. Gets you the standard codex, the model and the cards. Same for the Salamanders. Phoenix Rising Collector's Edition, £50 there. I didn't get the Collector's Edition, I got the standard, and that's up on my channel now if you want to go and have a look at the contents of that. Then you've got the Primaris Impulsor. Now, I think this is very expensive. Obviously, we don't know how much it's cost Games Workshop in terms of research and development, design, the sprues, all of the costs associated with it. What I can tell you is that sprue looks packed. They've made each gravitic plate individual, so look how many you get there. All those there, and all those. All these are individual. They've obviously done it that way. And then you've got the chassis and the side armour and things. I take it there's another sprue with the weapons that they're choosing not to show. Or maybe that's just it. Maybe it's just 2 sprues. That could just be it. 2 sprues for £45. That's quite expensive then, £22.50 per sprue. Okay. But yeah, it's really odd that they've gone for, they basically look like they've taken pictures off the box and shown you it this way. Maybe this is a new thing. A new kind of concept art that they've decided to put on products now. But I prefer this kind of stuff. And I really like the, the 360 view that we can have. Yeah, mixed feelings on this. I mean, if you're looking at it from the front, without those big weapons and stuff and the side weapons, it does look very much like a Rhino. Very reminiscent of the Rhino, but also a little bit like a Land Raider with that little lens computer thing. But then from the side, things start to change with the gravitic plates. And then from the rear, it's basically open top, isn't it? Just jump in and ride in that. I can't see why 3 aggressors couldn't leap on the back of that. Just 3 of them, But nope, you can't have them in it, which is quite odd. Maybe something to do with the weight. I don't know, I'm just making things up. Games Workshop probably have a valid reason. And there's the comms array, and then there's the Bellicartis missile array, and then there's the Iron Hail Stubbers, I think, or whatever they're called, Sky Hail Stubbers. It doesn't say. Does it say anywhere? Let's see. Here we go. Iron Hail Heavy Stubber, there we go. Bellicartis Missile Array, Iron Hail Sky Talon Array, or Comms Array. So there you go, £45. I didn't think it'd be as much. Let's face it, guys, this is the same price as a Land Raider. before the price increase. Land Raiders were £45 last year, they're £50 now. To me, this isn't a Land Raider by any stretch of the imagination. I don't know what's happening, what they're doing with the prices right now, but things are getting, yeah. I kind of thought it would happen like this. Things get popular, and they see the sales figures and things, and then they go, right, let's jump on board with this kind of stuff. But hey, there we go. Then you've got the collector's editions of the supplements, £40 there. The standard editions are, £17.50. So that is £22.50 more. So it's not even half price. It's £22.50 more just to get these collector's editions. Let's see if they say page numbers or anything. So they do, that's good. It's 64 pages, so smaller than the Phoenix Rising book. It doesn't say how many data sheets in there at all. That's odd. Anyway, 64 pages. How much is the Imperial Fist one in terms of pages? They've got to round it up. Yeah, 64 again. So 64 pages, £40. Quite expensive. Then you've got the Infiltrators. I'm pleased that they're 35 and not 40. I think 40 would be really taking the mick now. But 35, that's all right. The reason why that's all right is because Intercessors and Hellblasters, they're all £35 for 10, and that was 2 years ago. So I'm pleased that these haven't had a price increase as such. Looks like you get probably 4 sprues, I want to say. We'll see when they come next weekend. I'll do an unboxing and reviewing things for you. I'm not a big fan of the antennas. I'm not a big fan of the half helmets. Much prefer the Reaver masks. And actually in this set I prefer the Incursors, these guys, yeah, which sort of do have the half helmets, don't they? Sorry, but I prefer them with their weapons. I'm not sure I prefer these little sight things on the top, but there is a cool looking guy somewhere. Oh yes, here he is. Sorry, apologies. If you look really closely, it's a very poor angle, but it just looks like he's kind of got his bolt carbine like to the left or whatever. There's nothing in his sheath. His combat blade's gone. That's because he's actually holding it. He's about to throw it, and that's pretty cool. So yeah, he's the cool guy. Get it just for him. Anyway, then you've got Incursors. So they're the same box set for £35. This guy with the haywire mine looks cool. This guy looks cool. He looks pretty good. They're actually better poses except for these two, I suppose, but the rest of them, the Incursors, they are better poses, I think. They just look a bit odd with these antenna type lens things on the top. I just wouldn't have them on at all. We'll see if I can get rid of them. Anyway, so the Infiltrators and Incursors, both one box set, but £35. Then you've got Adrax Agatone, which is £25. Doesn't have a helmeted version, kind of sucks. Looks pretty cool. I like the lava on the base, which you can't see because they've only taken a picture of one side of the sprue. Kind of sucks, but he does have lava in there. Looks good. I like this flamer that's attached. I love the hammer. Really, really cool. Yeah, awesome looking model. Maybe not if you're not a big fan of the flames from that torch. Then you've got the Psychic Awakening, Phoenix Rising, that was up for pre-order last weekend. You got Tor, Garadon. Feelings on the internet seem to be mixed. I mean, he's got a very square head, almost as much as that Blood Angels guy, which I always forget his name, Gabriel Angelos, that's his name. Wow, that was hard to bring up his name from the Memory Palace. But he's got this ridiculous power fist thing, which is like strength times 3. I think it looks alright. I would have liked some kind of like different aggressor helmet, like a more armoured aggressor helmet, and have the Imperial Fist stuff optional. That would have been cool because I would have just bought him straight away. I'm not a big fan of the grav cannon thing. It looks alright, but it just looks like it's just been plonked on rather than it has any sufficient kind of bracket system holding it there. Let's do a little 360. Yeah, that just looks like it just looks like the weight of that could just tip. I mean, yeah, there's no like, I do question that. I really do question that. I know it's the 41st millennium, but still, I still can question it. But yeah, I like that big power fist thing. Looks pretty good. And yeah, one of the best poses I've seen for this Gravis armor. definitely gets rid of the kind of pregnant prego belly kind of look that they had before. The power plant looks really decent. Yeah, legs look good, fists look good. Just the head, would have liked a helmeted version, but anyway, I won't bang on about that. £25 now for these characters. That's not really anything new. Characters and things have been about £25 for one sprue, one plastic sprue, so we're kind of used to it. It's going to be interesting to see how much Jane Czar singularly will cost. If she costs £25, then that's really good news, but if she breaks that £25 barrier and gets to 30, that's going to be tricky. She's going to be in a box, definitely. She ain't going to be in a clamshell. These guys are probably going to be in the clamshell, but she's going to be in a box, which means that I think she's going to be the £30. Anyway, you got the e-publication for Phoenix Rising. You've got Horizon Wars. I think that was up for pre-order last weekend. You've got the supplements for Salamanders Imperial Fists Standard Edition, and then you've got the enhanced editions, which are 50p more. You've got the Imperial Fist upgrade sprue. Now this is interesting because it's got some bolt pistols. It's got some power fists, Primaris power fists, which you might be after, and it's got some generic heads. I mean, there's 6 heads there. 3 are twins. You've got some little bits and pieces as well to upgrade your Imperial Fist, and then you've got all of those shoulder pauldrons too, and you get some transfers as well. £15, it's their bit of money though, let's face it. And same for Salamanders, 2 Thunder Hammers, Hand Flamers, and all the other bits and bobs iconography for them. Then you've got the cards, £10 each pack. And then you've got Combat Doctrine cards and Phoenix Rising data cards. So these Combat Doctrine cards, what are these about? What you do, just spend £80 or more on Space Marine products and you get the pack for free. It's a practical way to check which Combat Doctrine you're currently using. Interesting. Okay, so you get them free if you spend £80 or more. I like the fact that they're including some kind of like extras now. You know, if you spend money with Games Workshop, the next thing will be some kind of loyalty discount scheme. I'm sure of it. I'm sure they'll have some kind of loyalty scheme or some subscription scheme. I think the Hachette Parkworks thing is a bit of a trial basis. Personally, like behind the scenes, I think that's what it is. Anyway, that is all of the news and pre-orders for this weekend. Finally, all the Primaris stuff has arrived, so no more to come for that. You just have to check the community website on Sunday, on the 20th of October, to find out what's going to be up for pre-order next week. I don't think it's going to be Sisters of Battle. They're due all of November. But yeah, definitely a lot of things to look forward to. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.